Hello Cancer, Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. Thank you for joining me. This reading is going to look at the energies between the 22nd to the 28th of June or thereabouts and a little bit beyond. But whenever you watch this reading, Cancer, it's the right time for you. I've done a pre-shuffle of the Earth Magic cards, so I'll just do a final shuffle. Just very briefly, just to say, do look out for or search for the water signs Mercury retrograde reading that I published yesterday. I think you might find that quite interesting. Lots of planetary activity at the moment, so I've just sort of looked upon that. But it covers all water signs, so water signs, Mercury retrograde. Anyway, so this reading is looking at the 22nd to the 28th of June for yourselves, Cancer. It's very interesting seeing how the energies slightly change and adjust week on week, which is why it's nice to do these weekly readings. So the cards I put down are the Earth Magic, as I said, and this, for clarifiers, we've got this little tarot deck. This is the Wheel of the Year tarot deck, which has got a lovely, unique energy all of its own. And this will add a little bit of extra depth to the reading for yourselves, Cancer. Now, these readings will resonate with some of you, Cancer, but may not resonate with all of you. So take it as it means, however it means is meaningful for yourselves. At the heart of your reading, we've got the Rain card, which is Purification. So this is when, when we have a heavy downpour of rain, it washes away the top surface. It washes away the grit, the dirt, the debris, and washes it away so that the growth underneath have got the oxygen and the light to grow. So this is about purification. It's the same when we have a shower, isn't it? The debris, the grime, dirt and grime from the top layer of our skin is washed away, and it regenerates our skin to absorb the oxygen and to keep healthy and to keep us healthy. So there's something at the heart of your reading about purification. All right, and the clarifier is the Princess of Wands. And the Princess of Wands is a very much a waiting energy, waiting for something to come over the horizon, waiting for perhaps a message, some news, or if somebody's coming visiting, looking for somebody coming visiting. So it's that sort of waiting, but looking, searching energy. And this is a clarifier for the purification. So as the air, as the environment around us is there's a purification happening, perhaps within us as well, then it's about waiting for the results of that purification, waiting for the results of what's going on currently, perhaps globally, perhaps it's to do with the situation with COVID-19. So there's waiting for that to be released and to be washed away, and perhaps that's what that is, and the Princess of Wands is about waiting for that. So it could be on a global scale, but on a global scale about how it impacts and affects you personally, individually, Cancer. And the challenge at this time is perspective. So it's all about perspective. Wherever you are in the solar system, if you look at the center of the solar system, you will have a different view. So you'll have a different perspective. So this is about people having different perspectives, which can be a bit of this is proving a bit of a challenge for you, Cancer, and all the different perspectives happening around. And perhaps it's about you being able to have a certain perspective and being comfortable with that perspective, because there are many. And then we have the Princess of Chalices here, and the Princess of Cups. And this is quite an optimistic, quite a romantic card, if you like. We've got the young woman smelling the flowers. There's blossom on the trees all around. There's doves of peace around. There's the daffodils growing. So this is about wishing and hoping for something new, whether it's a new love or a new beginning of something. Because we've already had the Princess of Wands who's looking to the horizon, waiting for something to come in, waiting for something to change. All right, but the Princess of Cups and perspective, they're in your challenge position, Cancer. And then at the root of the situation, at the basis, we've got clouds, and this is shape-shifting, and this is when we have to adjust and change according to the environment around. So when the wind's blowing, the clouds change shape, don't they? So wherever we are, if we put ourselves into a new situation, then sometimes we have to slightly adjust how we present ourselves. And this is what's happened. This is at the root of the situation. There's had to be lots of shape-shifting, lots of adjusting and changing. That's interesting because of the perspective card that was in your challenge position. And then we've got a clarifier here, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is about change coming in, but very, very slowly. The offer of a new beginning, the offer of something very solid gold. But it's very slow, and this is a clarifier for the shape-shifting. So this solid gold offer, there's something promising going to be presented, is coming in very slow. Perhaps this is the offer of change. Perhaps this is the offer of change. This is at the root of the situation, but it's happening very slowly. But once it arrives, it's solid gold. But it's a clarifier for having to adjust at this time, having to change shape, change how you are, how you're presenting yourself around externally and within, perhaps, how you're feeling. So this is at the root of the situation. In the past, we have ancestors, generations. So this is about leaving the footprints in the sand. This is about what we inherit from previous generations. So this is sort of a clarifier for the current situation, is about things that have happened over the years, over previous generations, that have left their imprint in the sand, if you like. And yes, and we've got the Three of Swords, so the heartbreak, the heartache, the broken heart, the betrayal, that sort of thing. And because of, in this particular deck, you've got the dead plants all around the swords, the base of the swords, which means it's something that's been going on for a long time. This generational thing that's been going on for a long time. So I've got a feeling that this Cancer is talking about the current situation, the COVID, and what's been happening with the earth and the world and the plants and the animals and all of that. So I've got a feeling that this is what's coming through for yourself, Cancer. On your mind at the moment is radiance, it's the sun, it's hope, having hope, warmth, energy for going forward. So having hope for, perhaps you're hoping for the sun to shine and have a bit of warmth. Right, so the clarifier there is the Seven of Wands. And this is when we're having to defend ourselves. So this is a very defensive card. Defending your values, defending your perspective, defending where you are. And so perhaps this sun card is shining a light on your need to have to defend yourself a lot or all the time, Cancer. So in your power at the minute is that we've got the winter solstice reflection. So this is we're taking time out to reflect, to think about the past, to think about where things are at this time. And also we've got the wounded warrior. This is the Five of Swords. So at the time there's been some successes, some battles that have been won, but it's left you feeling very wounded. So you've been in battle and you're feeling very wounded at the moment, and you're reflecting on this. Cancer. And then around you, we've got the stone people, about being vigilant. So being vigilant around you when you're in your external environment, you're having to be very watchful. And then we've got the Ten of Swords, which talks about the ending of a painful situation. So there's an ending of a painful situation, but you'd be having to being very vigilant externally, and out and about perhaps. Then in your hopes and fears, we've got the tsunami, which is a wake-up call. So this is about heeding something that when the water recedes from a beach and a huge wave is building up, that's the sign for people to go to the higher ground so they don't get flooded, get caught up in the flood. So this card is saying there's a flood coming, but this is in your hopes and fears. So are you fearing that there may be another flood of something? There may be a flood of something coming in, a new wave of something coming in. Yes, it is. This is in your fear. We've got the Tower. So you're fearing that the lightning bolt's going to strike the tree and bring the tree down. There's going to be something destructive coming in, a new wave. This is in your fears, I feel. And then the outcome here, we have the full moon, the card, which is about completion. So this is, sorry, that was my alarm. So this is about the ending of a cycle, getting ready for a new beginning. So something coming to an end, Cancer. And also dropping your burden. The Ten of Wands is about having to carry a huge responsibility and burden on your back. So you've either got to share that going forward, or you've got to drop that responsibility and burden altogether. And then the future coming in, we have the spring equinox. This is a rebirth. There's going to be a rebirth coming in, brand new beginning. You can see all the new growth. They've got the animals, the butterflies, the plants. A beautiful card. Spring equinox, a time of, this is the future coming in. It's going to be brand new. We've got the nest of eggs. So new beginnings, new healthy. Looks very healthy card, doesn't it? New beginnings. Yeah, we've got the King of Cups here. The King of Cups, the King of Chalices, brings in that brand new, bring a new love offer, something meaningful. He's a very determined king, got a very determined look, a very sensitive, kind, heartfelt king, very compassionate, empathetic energy. And this energy is bringing forward this new cup of love. New cup of love, and this is a clarifier for a rebirth. Cancer, I do feel if this doesn't resonate with you personally, I feel, Cancer, that we've tapped in here to what's been happening globally with the earth, with the COVID, with the viruses. But there is also a link with how it's been impacting on you personally as well, of course. But that yours is the only reading up to now that has, I feel, quite specifically linked into this COVID-19 situation and how it's been affecting and impacting on you. But also within this reading as well, there is your own personal energies as well, and what's been going on very personally for you because of the impact of what's been happening. I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Thank you very much for joining me. Please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about this. If you've enjoyed this reading, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you could please press the subscribe button, and you will be notified of future readings that I publish, and it will also help my channel to evolve and grow. I do personal readings as well, but all the information is below this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Do join me again in the future. Take care now going forward. Bye bye.